Welcome to Daily Devo. My name is Diana, and today we are talking about rocks. Have you ever been in a situation where it's hard to hear? Like maybe it's one of those phone calls with bad reception, or you're in a crowded place and you have to strain to try to hear the conversation. When you can't hear, when you're not able to be understood in a conversation, it can be frustrating or weary, can't it? Well, today's psalmist is going to cry out to God, asking God to hear what they are saying. Let's check it out. It's Psalm 62, verses 1 and 2. It says this. It says, "Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the ends of the earth I call to you. I call as my heart grows faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I." The psalmist is crying out to God. Their heart has grown faint. And in that state, they made the decision to turn their attention to God and to ask Him for help. Have you ever been in a situation where your heart is faint? Man, that can be a good example for some of us listening. Where do you turn to when your heart grows faint? Do you turn to the Lord? Do you ignore it? Or do you turn to something else? But let's check out the next phrase in this scripture. It says, "Lead me to the rock that is higher than I." Have you ever prayed that prayer before? Or is this a prayer that you need to pray for yourself or perhaps for someone else today? The psalmist is saying, "Lead me." So what does that mean? It means show me the way, guide me, coach me, help me get there. There are a few hikes here in Arizona that require a good guide. Why? Well, because the guides know the way. They know how to coach their followers. A good guide knows what time of day it is best to start hiking and what time of day you should never hike. The guide knows what supplies are vital to bring along. They know what subtle warning signs to look out for or navigate with wisdom and skill. You see, the psalmist is wisely recognizing their need for a good guide. They're recognizing their need for God's guidance. And then the psalmist says this. He says, "Lead me where? To the rock, to the steady, sure foundation that is higher than I." There's something about this request to be guided to a solid place, a sure place, a place that is higher and above our own understanding, our own thoughts, our own ability to do it in our own strength. Maybe this will help. One scholar wrote, "The elevated rock in this psalm is a symbol of security which cannot be obtained without divine help." Today, I want to ask you, who are you crying out to? Are you asking God to lead you? Are you asking God for His strength, for His wisdom, for His guidance? Give it a try today like the psalmist did. I think you'll be surprised at what happens.